Yes students, welcome to our video lecture. In the last lecture students, we have discussed all the basic theories of measures of dispersion. Let us revise. How many fundamental measures of dispersion we have? 4. First is range, second is mean or average deviation, third is quartile deviation, and fourth is standard deviation. So as a measure, quartile deviation is not included in our syllabus. Now, today students, we are going to start exercise 15.1. Now students, we are going to start exercise 15.1. In questions 1 and 2, we are instructed to find mean deviation with respect to mean. Now students, as a brief revision, in statistics, the total data is divided into two main categories. First is ungrouped data and second is group data. Now, I have already explained you a data which is in a raw form, which is in an unorganized form. Students, such a data is called ungrouped data. In short, a data without frequency is called ungrouped data. And a data which is systematically arranged in the form of groups or classes, which is classified and written along with frequencies, is called group data. So, for ungrouped data, mean x bar will be sigma xi upon n, and mean deviation with respect to mean will be sigma mod xi minus x bar upon n, where n is nothing but total number of observations. What is n students? Total number of observations. This students we have to remember. For a given question, the first thing students is to identify whether this is ungrouped data students or this is group data, and correspondingly students we have to apply the formulas. Okay, question number 1, exercise 15.1. The given ungrouped data observations are 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 17. Okay. Now, the first step is to write the total of all the observations. In that total, I have already calculated, it is 80. This total is 80. Why? Students, to find mean deviation with respect to mean, you remember in the algorithm, first step is to calculate mean, because without mean, I cannot find the modulus of xi minus x bar. So, first target is to find mean. X bar is equal to summation xi upon n, 80 divided by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, mean is 10. Now, mean deviation with respect to mean is summation mod xi minus x bar upon n. So, the next column which I have to make is mod xi minus x bar. The next column, students, which we have to make is mod xi minus x bar. 4 minus 10 is minus 6, and modulus of minus 6 is 6. 7 minus 10 is minus 3, its mod is 3. 8 minus 10 is minus 2, its mod is is 2. 9 minus 10 is minus 1, mod is 1. 10 minus 10 is 0, mod of 0 is 0. 12 minus 10 is 2, mod of 2 is 2. 13 minus 10 is 3, modulus 3. And 17 minus 10 is 7, this is 7. So now sigma means total. We need total of mod xi minus x bar. Students, we need total of mod xi minus x bar. And this total, let us do 6 and 3, 9, 9 and 3, 12, 12 and 5, 17, 17 and 7, 24. So this will be 24 divided by 10 and that is 2.4. So mean deviation with respect to mean is 2.4. So this is ungrouped data because frequency is not given. So I told you students up to 10 standard whatever basics we have got, now you have to add. This is ungrouped data, and for ungrouped data mean x bar is found out as sigma xi upon n. And mean deviation with respect to mean is nothing but sigma mod xi minus x bar divided by n. And here n is nothing but students' total number of observations. Okay, now let us do sum number 2. So I am keeping this format as it is. So now students, we are doing sum number 2, which is again very interesting, a very similar sum. Okay, students. Let us note down the given observations. It is ungrouped data because frequency is not given. I note down the observations are 38, 70, 48, 40, 42, 55, 63, 46, 54 and 44. And total of these observations are calculated into hand. That total is 500. Now students, let us find mean. 500 divided by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So mean is 50. Now operate x minus x bar, 38 minus 50 minus 12 mod is 12, 17 minus 50, 20, modulus of 20 is 20, 48 minus 50 minus 2, modulus is 2, 14 minus 50 minus 10, modulus is 10, 42 minus 50 minus 8, modulus is 8, 55 minus 55, modulus is 5, 63 minus 50, 13, modulus is 13, 46 minus 50 minus 4, modulus is 4, 54 minus 54, modulus is 4, 44 minus 50 minus 6, modulus is 6. This total 20 and 12, 32, 32 into 34, 34 and 10, 44, 44 and 8, 52, 52 plus 5, 57 plus 30, 70 plus 8, 78 plus, you can say, 6. So this is 84. So the final answer would be 84 divided by 10. That is nothing for students 8.4. So students, what I am trying to emphasize, students, what I am trying to emphasize is you should identify the data, you should know the formula, and students, you should know how to use your simple calculator, then students, I don't think that you should have any problem in this type of sums. So this type of questions are very easy. You are allowed to use a simple calculator. Now, students, pay attention. The next two sums are mean deviation with respect to median, and for that the formulas are slightly different. Now, students, pay attention. The next two questions, that is sum number 3 and 4, are to find mean deviation with respect to median. Now, students, how to find median for unknown data? Median M is equal to value of n plus 1 by 2th observation when n is odd, and median M is equal to value of n by 2th observation plus value of n by 2 plus 1 observation whole divided by 2 when n is even. And finally, mean deviation with respect to median will be sigma mod xi minus m upon n, where n is nothing but given observations. Students, I hope this formulas of median you should remember. Once again, when n is odd, say 3, 5, 7, 9, like this, then median m is equal to value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. And when n is even, then median m is equal to value of n by 2th observation plus value of n by 2 plus 1 observation whole divided by 2. So it is average of n by 2th observation and, students, n by 2 plus 1 observation. So this, students, we have to very carefully understand as well as memorize. And very important result, students, very important result from JEE. Median is also called positional average. What is the synonym for median? Students, what is the synonym for median? Then I can say, students, median is called positional average because median is based on position. That is why, students, median is called positional average. And whenever we have to find median, students, remember this: whenever we have to find median, observations must be arranged in ascending order. Students, remember this in your 9th standard as well as 10th standard. Students, you have done this. Recall that basics once again. Whenever, students, we have to find median, the observations are always arranged in ascending order. So before finding median, we have to arrange the observations in ascending order. Again, in question 3 and 4, it is ungrouped data. Always refer these definitions very thoroughly, students. Don't take this lightly. Data which is in raw form, without classes, without groups, or without frequency, is called ungrouped data. So, in questions 3 and 4, we have to find mean deviation with respect to median. And for that, students, we need to arrange the observations in ascending order. So, for the given observations of the third sum, the least observation is 10, then 11 is repeated twice, then 12, then 13, 13 is also repeated twice, then 14, then 16 is repeated twice, then 17, then 17 is also repeated twice, and then 18. So the least observation is 10, then 11 is repeated twice, 12 is repeated once, 13 is repeated twice, 14 is repeated once, 16 is also repeated twice, 17 is also repeated twice, and 18 is repeated once. This you should very carefully check. 11 repeated twice, 13 repeated twice, 16 repeated twice, and 17 also repeated twice. Now students, in median, we don't require the total of these observations because median is never based on total. While finding median, we do not require totals. Now count how many observations are given. 3 and 3, 6 and 3, 9 and 3, 12. So number of observations are 12 and 12 is even. So I write here n is equal to 12, which is even. So which formula to find mean? To find mean deviation with respect to median, the first step, students, is to find median. So I write median n is equal to value of n by 12th observation plus value of n by 2 plus 1 observation whole divided by 2. So 12 by 2 is 6th observation. Count 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7th observation. So 13 plus 14 divided by 2, and that is 13.5. So students, always recall and always remember this, that for median we have to arrange the observations in ascending order. For median, students, I don't need the totals of the given observation. Totals are not required except for xi, sigma xi. Now, what is the formula for mean deviation with respect to median? Sigma mod xi minus n on n. So I have to make the column of mod xi minus n. From every xi, now instead of mean, I have to subtract median because I am told to find mean deviation, students, with respect to median. Clear? Okay, 10 minus 13.5. So this is minus 3.5. Its mod is 3.5. 11 minus 13.5 is minus 2.5. Its mod is 2.5. Again minus 2.5. Its mod is 2.5. Slightly I'm drawing a line here to differentiate. 12 minus 13.5 is minus 1.5. Mod is 1.5. 13 minus 13.5 is minus 0.5. Mod is 0.5. Again minus 0.5. So mod is 0.5. 14 minus 13.5 is plus 0.5. Mod is 0.5. 16 minus 13.5 is 2.5. Its mod is 2.5. Again 2.5. Its mod is 2.5. 17 minus 13.5 is 3.5. Its mod is 3.5 here. 3.5 mod is 3.5 here. 4.5 mod is 4.5. So all the modules are in decimal. And if I calculate this total, comes out to be 28. That much all of you can easily remember. Means do it also with the help of calculator, I am going to say. Now the answer is 28 divided by 12. So if I simplify, the answer is 2.33. Isn't it? Divided by 14 divided by 14 divided by 6 divided by 7. Then also get answer is 2.33. So here you shouldn't be in a hurry. I am going very slow to make your all fundamentals very clear. The moment you don't arrange the observations in ascending order, students, your entire sum will be wrong. So you have to be very careful and cautious while doing, students, this type of sums. So if one sum you understand, students, perfectly with method, I don't think you will face problems another sums. Okay, now let us do, students, sum number 4. Now students, we are doing sum number 4. Here let us arrange the given observations in ascending order. So fourth sum, I am noting down xi. You know you have to take the column of mod xi minus n. Now here, students, the least of all the observations is 36. Okay, after 36, students, directly we have 45. Okay, after 45, sorry, we have 42 also. Sorry, students, we have 42. After 42, students, we have 45. After 45, 46 is repeated twice. After 46, students, we have 49. Then we have 51. Then we have 53. Then, students, we have 60. And then 72. Okay. So the ascending order goes like this: 36, 42, then 45, 46 is repeated twice, then 49, 51, 53, 60, and 72. Again, the total is not required. Now, n is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is definitely E1. So median is equal to value of n by 2 at observation plus value of n by 2 plus 1 observation divided by 2 fifth observation 3, 4, 5. 5th and 6th, 46 plus 49 divided by 2, so it is 47.5. This is, students, our answer of median. Then mean deviation with respect to median, sigma mod xi minus m divided by n, students. Now, come, I think all of you can very easily operate this power. Come, 36 minus 47.5. So it is minus 11.5. Its mod is 11.5. 42 minus 47.5. So it is minus 5.5. The mod is 5.5. Then this is minus 2.5. Mod is 2.5. 46 minus 47.5 minus 1.5. Mod is 1.5. Minus 1.5. Mod is 1.5. 49 minus 47.5. That is here. It is plus 1.5. And the mod of that is 0.5. This is 3.5. So the mod is 3.5. This is 5.5. So the mod is 5.5. Then this is 12.5. So the mod is 12.5. And again this is 24.5. So the mod is 24.5. The total of this comes out to be 70. 70 students. This total is 70. So the answer is 70 divided by 10. So the mean deviation with respect to median comes out to be 7. Mean deviation with respect to median, students, comes out to be 7. Now, students, we have completed the first 4 sums, and the next set of sums are for group data. Students, the next set of sums are for group data, and I want to explain a few more basics regarding group data. So all of you please concentrate. I want to explain a few fundamental students regarding group data, and that is also very, very important from theoretical point of view. In group data, again students, we have 2 types. First is discrete frequency distribution, and second is continuous frequency distribution. Students, you might have come across these words, but you are not thorough with what is discrete frequency distribution and students, what is continuous frequency distribution. I am very sure that you might have come across these words, but you are not very thorough with what is discrete and what is continuous distribution. Say I have distribution of number of children per family. Say xi is number of children 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and families are 2, 3, 5, 1 and 4. Xi is number of children. This is a discrete variable. We can count how many children are there in the family. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Number of children can never be infinite. So frequency distribution of a discrete variable is called discrete frequency distribution. For example, distribution of number of children per family is distribution of, you can say, discrete variable. So a frequency distribution without classes and especially of a discrete variable, students, is called a discrete frequency distribution. Then say classes and Fi 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Say this is daily wages earned by laborers, and these are number of laborers. Now, here daily wage can vary. A person can earn 5 rupees and 20 paise, a person can earn 7 rupees and 35 paise, a person can earn 20 rupees and 25 paise. So, a distribution of continuous variable. Continuous variable means a variable which can assume infinite number of values. So, a distribution of continuous variable is called continuous frequency distribution, and a distribution of discrete variable, students, is called a discrete frequency distribution. This you have to remember. Group data is broadly classified as discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. In short, distribution of a discrete variable is called discrete frequency distribution. In other words, distribution without classes, and distribution of a continuous variable is called continuous frequency distribution, or distribution having classes is called continuous frequency distribution. Without classes, discrete, and a distribution with classes is continuous frequency distribution. So students, we conclude our lecture here. Remaining students we will take in the next lecture. Thank you, students.